Hello everyone, this is Megan and welcome to my first ever video. Today we are going to be returning to an island that I finished about a year ago, and this was my very first island that I ever finished, and it became one of my favorite islands that I finished, and I hope you guys enjoy it. This is my 20-acre method island, and this challenge was created by a content creator named Carolee. It's me, Carolee, and she made us break up our island into 20 acres by the grid lines, and then we got to roll a dice to see how it would pan out. So my acres ended up being in a spiral method, starting from the back corner, going left, down, right, up, left, down, right, and it was a lot of fun. It actually helped me complete an island, which, if you know me, that's very shocking, to say the least. But yeah, we are just going to tour that island, and here's the map of the island. You can see all of the chaos that ensued. Each acre was rolled for, and each terraforming method was rolled for. Right now I'm just picking up the presents I left for myself. You can see my evil twin in the background, which I will tell you about later. And each outfit was color coded by the gift bag. So here I am just collecting those. I believe the first outfit was probably my favorite one. Oh, of course, we always gotta drop it. But yeah, that one was one of my favorite ones. Actually, pretty much in the whole game, that's one of my favorite outfits, which is crazy. But you know how some people change their outfits every day in game? I don't. I pick like one outfit that I really like. I might change it every so often, but I chose to keep one outfit, and this is what I wore most of the time in the game. And then the second outfit is more of like a camper outfit, and there's a lot of campsites on my island, so have fun with that. And it's more of like a nature outfit and everything. Yeah, I'm just opening every gift. I probably should have just left one outfit, to be honest, but here we go. We're trying on that one. And I made it up to you whether you wanted to wear the shorts or the pants or combine anything that you wanted to. It really doesn't matter. So yeah, here we are just trying on the second outfit. I think I've decided to combine two to tour this island, but it's okay. I left it up to your own creative freedom. So go nuts. Alright, here I am just kind of going to my acre order. So ignore all that you see. We're just running past it. You're not supposed to see any yet. And since it's all just starting in the back of the island, I kind of left the acres still in square form so that you can see the breakup of it. But here's Molly's acre. She is the daycare worker of the island. So she has a bunch of kids over at her house, and they're having a little tea party, but if you stay on the island, she'll watch all your kids and shower them with love and fun, and she's just a sweetheart. I love Molly. And on her acre, there's a little picnic spot and a duck pond, which I thought was super cute. There's a bakery, and up here is where she makes everything for everybody on the island, and just thought it turned out cute. It feels kind of basic now that I'm looking at it, but I'm kind of a simple decorator, so I think it's fine for me. But here's the map again. I don't know why I was showing it again, but you can get off of that now, thank you. And then here is Joey. Joey is in love with Molly, and he's got a little fishing area, kind of like, I tried to make everything tie into nature for the most part. There's a few acres that they don't really do anything like that for, but it's okay. I think it turned out cute. And then inside his house, he is still a little kid, so he's going to have some toys and some games. And he has a picture of Molly on his wall with hearts around it because he's in love with her, of course. But yeah, Joey is one of my favorite ducks. I love him. He's adorable. But yeah, there's Joey's house. And then we go on to the next acre, and the next acre is Hazel's house. And so she has a little park and a soccer field, and your kids can play while your other kids are playing soccer. And then she has a little flower garden. Oh, she's not home, so we can't view her house. But hers turned out pretty cute, and Hazel is my favorite squirrel, and I've grown to love squirrels in general, thanks to my good friend and internet mom, JoJo, from JoJo Crosses. Squirrels are really cute. This acre is a galaxy acre. I like playing with these little stars from the Mario set. They're just fun to spin around, and they make a bunch of little noises. Oh, we can't go around that way. I tried to make this island somewhat accessible because I don't like islands that you can't get around, but it's kind of hard to do when it's a 20-acre method island. So we try our best. This is the Carnival Acre. This one's one of my favorites. I wish you could see Pudge's house because it turned out really cute. And I love Pudge. I know a lot of people don't generally love him, but I think that he's super cute. And I actually like him better than Stitches, which is also an unpopular opinion. But he's really adorable. You can get your tickets and you can ride some rides, play some games. You can win concessions up top the cliff. Yeah, it's really fun. And then we get into Gonzo's acre. Gonzo is my favorite Frankie, and he is the grandpa of this island. You could see I was having trouble getting around his island, but he's a sweetheart. I love him to pieces. so I thought he would make the perfect grandpa. He has a cute little fishing spot where he can kind of relax and retire. He likes to cook you fish that you catch, so make sure you catch some fish around him, and he will make you up a nice meal. His interior, I just kind of made like a little cozy cabin for him. He loves to bike, he loves to fish. He has some of the fish he's caught hung up on the wall, and he's just a really sweet guy. And I don't know, I just love him. And then the next acre, if I can get Drew to the next acre, will be Blather's area. Careful, don't step in the dinosaur doo. There's Blather's zone. It is a bug sanctuary, more like a butterfly sanctuary, but this is where he does research on his butterflies, and they have a bunch of plantations to eat off of. They have fresh water from the fountain that they can grab, and he does research on them and heals the butterflies. And if they have like broken wings or sickness, he's the guy for it. Oh, Joy-Cons. Of course, my Joy-Cons chose to be dramatic in the moment, so I had to swap them out, of course, but I guess that's what I get for never charging my Joy-Cons. I mean, sometimes they're charged, but when I am playing on the TV, I tend not to charge those ones. Oopsie. The next acre is my house, which is a treetop acre. It kind of is supposed to be a tree house. So here's where you can park the bikes, you can have a little rest, and over here is the little reading nook. You can read with some bears and just chill out, and you'll look like you're in the trees, which I tried to make as doable as I could, given the game does not allow us to have trees where you want them, so there's that. And then inside my house, it's just a cozy little living room. And I really like how this turned out. Here to the left is my kitchen. And there's like a little pantry. There's a little seating area. There's supposed to be a gyroid in the high chair to make it look like a baby was in the high chair, but we forgot to do that, and this island is demolished already. So it's okay. It's no big deal. And then next room we go to is in the back, if I can get around to it. I found out I can't scooch through here, so we're going to have to scooch through here. And this is probably the favorite room in the house. It is my plant sanctuary, and this is kind of where I go if I want to like relax, if I'm having a tough mental health day. Like, it's just a calming place where you can hear the sounds of the butterflies, you can smell the plants, get some extra oxygen. You can sit down. I tried to sit down, but I guess you can't sit down. My bad. But it's just a peaceful little place to gather. And in the back is my favorite gyroid, the petaloid, because I like how it looks like a flower on the inside. And then the next one I go to is the bathroom. And that is the bathroom slash laundry room. Basically just your standard bathroom. Nothing really special. And if you want, you can shower with a friend, a childhood friend. He's having a good old time in there, just dancing around in the shower. But yeah, just a basic bathroom, wash your hands, yeah, do your business. Yeah, let's get out of there. And then the next area is my bedroom, and I just have basic areas in the room. You can have like a little reading nook. I have a little TV spot, a pet hamster, because in my childhood I had a few pet hamsters, so I just wanted to bring that back. You can have a pet dog. I do not currently have a pet dog, but I would love to have one. Our place is just too small for one, but that's okay. And then we go downstairs. And downstairs is a little movie theater room with a reading spot if you're not really into the movies. Or you can play some Switch games with friends. You can watch some animals on TV. Animal Crossing always has the most random TV commercials or like things that you can watch. I don't understand it, but it's funny. Oh, excuse me. I am still getting over a cold right now, so excuse my nasally voice, and if you hear any coughing or snuffing. But anyway, here is my plant area. I thought it was really cute. And then we go over, we wanted to view the inside of there. Okay, so now we go over to my veggie garden slash farmer's market stand area, and I thought this would be really good in front of resident services, so you can see that in the background. I just thought since everybody comes to resident services as like the welcome center, they can get some fruit and veggies and some fresh baked meals or whatever. And then here is my flag. An airport I wanted to show you guys. I thought the flag was adorable, so I hope you guys liked it too. And then the next acre we're going to is Apple's Orchard. And I had to make sure that it was apples because I wasn't sure because I swapped out a few people for the orchard. Yep, it was apple. And she's got a little picnic in the back, some teddy bears, so while you're picking fruit you can have a picnic, and she won't charge you extra, I promise. So you can just have a good time and relax. And her house on the inside is a little fruit bakery, and it's really cute. And I am actually not a big fan of Apple because to me she looks like she's doing some drugs or something. Like this girl is just wide awake, ready to take on the world, and I don't know if I have that energy yet. So the next acre we go into is my baby Henry's. Henry is probably my favorite smug, and he was actually the very first smug I ever had, and on my very first island. But this is a camping spot in the wilderness, and it's kind of like glamping because he has a cot, but I made a little river up top. The main reason I made this was because I needed to collect the clifftop river fish, but might as well make it dual purpose and give him a cute little river to fish at during camping. And then over here is his buddy Tad, and he is another one of my favorites. I just love the frogs a lot too. And this is a jungle on a lily pad, so I don't know if you can tell on the map because of the marker thing, but there's a lily pad shape, and I think it turned out pretty cute. One of my favorite colors is green, so I love all of the greenery here. And then on the inside of his house is just a little bit of nature. He's kind of a guy who likes to take things apart, so there's a kit to take part of his Nintendo Switch. He likes to observe things, so he's observing a bug over there, or his pet frog. Yeah, I know, a frog with a pet frog. What else was I going to do? It was perfect. So anyway, aw, Maple. Hi, sweetheart. And then, so yeah, I just made him like a little jungle and turned out super cute. And then you can see the beaches are not decorated. I don't really do the beaches too much. They're just a pain, and so why bother? This acre is my evil twin's acre. I named her Nagam because that's my name spelled backwards, and I thought it was just fitting. She was causing chaos on the island, so we have a campsite and you can camp here, and then inside of the tent is a cute little area where Nagam has all of her stuff. She brought camping, which if she was trying to survive out there, I don't think any of this would really help her, but you do you. And then the next acre would be to the left. I don't know why you're going back there. Okay, go up and left. Okay. This is Maple's acre, and this is like the precursor to fall. Got a lot of pops of red. I feel like it's also kind of a springy one because in the background, am I actually stuck here? Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. In the back is a honey stand, and then up top is a, stop waving that way. Okay, up top is a apiary, and I thought it was really cute, and she grows her own honey, sells it locally, and she heard a lot of people are having allergies on the island, so she decided to help. And I don't know why we keep getting stuck, but anyway, now we move on to the fall acre, which if y'all didn't know, that fall is my favorite season, and I just love everything about fall. Not so much Halloween, but just fall in general. I love the colors, and I love fall treats like pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread, banana bread, all of the stuff that I probably shouldn't be having, but delicious. And that house is not decorated, so I didn't bother showing you that. This one is probably my favorite acre. This is the Zen Garden acre, and you can just sit here and listen to the calming sounds, and if you're just having a rough day, you can sit and relax and soak it all in. But yeah, I love this acre. I love Zen gardens in general, like they're just so peaceful. And I've made a Zen garden on my Japanese island that will be touring after this island comes out. This acre is Gonzo's yacht and surfboard rental place, and you can rent a yacht and then you can sit out on the lake and fish, and then he will cook you something. There's all of the yachts, which those have got to be a pretty penny, Gonzo. I don't know where you're getting all this cash. Maybe from Tom Nook or something, but yeah, he is just a sweetheart, and I thought that would be perfect for him. To make a little extra money and get to cook for people, which he loves. This is Nook's Cranny Acre. This was transit slash bus station, and you can ride the little train in front with all of the other passengers. I thought that was super cute. We're just chugga chugga choo choo, and I don't know, I just love this little area. There's a bunch of dropped luggage and tickets that fell all over because there's probably a storm or something. The wheelchair in case you need it, and little stop, and there's snacks in the back. And uh-oh, somebody left a stroller. Who's leaving their child out here? Well, anyway, there's a lookout point up here, and you can see the lake. I just thought that was really pretty looking. And I always love lookout areas on other people's islands, so I decided to do that myself. And then the next acre is Able Sisters, and this is my ice cream slash sweets shop. I'm saying that sometimes fast, sweet shop. But anyway, this is where you can grab some ice cream while you're here. You can wear I call it a poop hat, but a soft serve hat, and you can play along. You can sell some sweets. Here's a lookout area of the Zen garden. I thought this turned out really good. I always love lookout points. They're just chef's kiss to an island, I believe. And I just really love this. And I matched the colors to Able Sisters of the flowers because I didn't think anywhere else really had the red and pink, and I wanted to incorporate that somewhere. Even though I don't really love pink, I felt like it went with this area. And then here is my final acre, and this was last on purpose because this is a butterfly rock garden. And if y'all know how painstakingly time-consuming it is to make a rock garden on your island, you would understand why I made this last. Because you pretty much have to cover every inch of your island to get rocks to spawn where you want them to. And then I couldn't get the bushes where I wanted, so that butterfly bush layout took me probably 4 or 5 tries to do it, but I think it turned out great, and my favorite colors are purple and blue, so I thought that would be perfect for this acre. And I just love butterflies. Butterflies are my favorite, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my first video. I don't know how often I am going to upload, but it was fun to get to film this and everything. I've never done content creation before, so I'm just excited. I am 26 years old. I love Stitch. I love Animal Crossing. I love just cozy gaming in general, so I would love for you guys to just stick around and see what I have in store. I don't know how my videos are going to turn out or like what I'm going to do yet, but I'm excited to start the journey of content creation. But thank you guys. Love y'all. Bye.